Hello and welcome back to the Software Heroes podcast. I'm your host, Sarah, and today we're diving deep into 3 jam-packed days of technology, community, and strategy. We're talking about the recent event in Hamburg that brought together the SAP community and the DSAG. Joining me to break it all down is our tech correspondent who was on the ground, Björn. Björn, welcome.
Thanks, Sarah. It's great to be here. Hamburg was intense. Lots of coffee, lots of code, and some very honest conversations about where the industry's heading.
I bet. Let's jump straight into day 1. The DSAG keynote usually sets the tone. This year the motto was, Lights on Layers, Design by Clarity. That sounds a bit philosophical, doesn't it? What was the actual takeaway?
It does sound fancy, right? But the core message was quite grounded. It was the first big test for the new board member for technology. He focused on 3 interdependent layers: AI, data, and security. The big point was that computing power and storage are growing exponentially, which is fuel for AI. However, there was a reality check. While SAP's multi-LLM strategy is viewed positively, the DSAG feels that marketing is currently ahead of the actual technology available to customers.
So, a bit of a hype versus reality gap?
Exactly. Especially with data. We keep hearing that data is the new gold, but the reality on the ground is hybrid and fragmented. If your data is messy, your AI results will be too. And then there's security. More agents and more interfaces just mean a bigger target for hackers.
Speaking of SAP, they had their own keynote. Did they agree with the DSAG's cautious tone?
They were definitely more proactive. SAP wants to move from a system of record to a system of context. Their message was, don't wait for the perfect summit, just start taking the intermediate steps. Interestingly, they addressed the buy versus build debate. Right now, many customers are building their own AI solutions, which SAP supports for now, but they want to move everyone towards stable buy models in the future. Oh, and they also announced ABAP AI as a service, which should be available back to the 2021 release, but only for private cloud.
That's a huge relief for many, I'm sure. Now, I heard the Chaos Computer Club, CCC, was there too? That sounds like a spicy guest talk.
It was. They gave a sobering talk on security. They showed how prompt injection attacks could steal application data for phishing. But what really stuck with me was their warning about the next generation. They're worried that young students are learning how to generate code with AI without actually understanding the code or how to fix errors. We might be looking at a lost generation of talent if we aren't careful.
That's a scary thought. Let's move to something more practical, the customer stories. You mentioned SEW Eurodrive and Netza BW. How are they handling the transition to the clean core?
It's a tale of 2 worlds. SAP Eurodrive went greenfield. They focused on upskilling and used tools like TeamScale to visualize their technical debt. On the other hand, Netza BW handled a brownfield migration. They had 25 years of legacy code. Their strategy was all about standardization, moving to the ABAP RESTful application programming model and treating it like true software engineering with unit tests and code quality checks.
25 years of code, that's a lot of cleaning. Now moving into day 2 and day 3, things got even more technical. I saw something about a Rapoteca.
Yes. That was during the mastering rep session on day 3. The team at Brandeis introduced the Rapoteca as a community service to help with complicated rep questions. Day 3 was the TechXchange, which is actually held in English. But there were also some German sessions. It featured the trial area and many hands-on sessions, but also some new session formats we haven't seen last year.
Did the demos go smoothly?
Well, you know how live demos are. Even the SAP experts struggled with system availability for Joule for developers. But honestly, the community was very forgiving. People were just happy to see what worked and get their questions answered.
Before we wrap up, I heard there was a bit of an emotional farewell for a well-known face in the ABAP world.
That's right. Karl Kessler is retiring at the end of the year. He's been a fixture in SAP product management and the ABAP platform for ages. This was essentially his farewell tour stop in Hamburg. He'll be at the ABAP development days one last time, but it's definitely the end of an era.
A legend moving on. Well, Björn, thanks for the update. It sounds like Hamburg was the place to be for anyone trying to navigate the layers of AI and modern SAP architecture.
Absolutely. The world isn't standing still, and neither can we.
Well said. To summarize, we've seen that while AI is the future, it rests heavily on the quality of our data and the strength of our security. Whether you are going greenfield like SEW or tackling decades of code like NETSA BW, the goal remains the same: clean core and standardization. And most importantly, the community remains the heart of it all, sharing mistakes, successes, and a few Rapatiki prescriptions along the way.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for listening to Software Heroes Podcast. We'll catch you in the next episode.